Good morning everyone, happy Thursday and welcome to Hunkydory TV. My name is Natalie Eagleton and what a show we have coming up for you. It is the launch of Crafting with Hunkydory Magazine issue 70. Can you actually believe it? It's crazy. This one was an absolute team effort to get all the things ready for this magazine, and I think it is jam-packed full with so many amazing launches, tips, tricks, ideas. There's some really great things in here, but before we get to it, I'm not on my own today. Lovely Emily is producing the show. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Natalie.
And in the demonstration station, Rebecca is here.
Good morning, everybody.
Ready to craft up a storm, of course.
Oh, always.
And this is this collection isn't your colour palette, but it's definitely a bit of you.
Oh, for sure.
A little bit of a shabby chic floral.
Yeah, a little bit rustic charm. It's very
very,
pretty.
very cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we will get straight into it, but before we do, let's have a look at the Win It Weekly. We have 5 winners this week.
Ooh.
5 winners. They're going to be announced tomorrow. And those 5 winners are going to win our Woodland Story Birthday Surprise Topper Collection. This is a whopper collection to win. Matte-tastic, beautiful illustratory, probably not a word, designs. Absolutely gorgeous. You have to answer this question if you would like to be with a chance of winning. What famous board game was invented on the 7th of March 1933? A. Scrabble, B. Chess, or C. Monopoly?
Ooh.
Have you Googled it?
No, I haven't actually.
I haven't Googled it either.
No, I haven't. I'm very intrigued.
Because there has still been, like, there is one overriding winner, but there has been some, like, mix of, like, 2.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm quite excited,
It's exciting.
actually.
I always love to find out what it is. I'm sad that I thought I knew what the answer was though, and then it got changed. That was sad.
Are you a family of board gamers, Nat?
We do love a games night. We do love a games night. We do it with our friends quite often.
Oh, nice.
And then sort of like Christmas time, big sort of like times of the year where you spend quite a lot of time with your family. We always get bored. Or if we go away, actually, we always take board games. In the Eagleton side of the house, the favourite board game is probably Perudo.
Oh,
Don't know if you played that one with the cups.
Yeah.
That's our favourite, but it gets a bit competitive. Yeah. And then once we've played that for about 3 hours,
okay,
then we tend to move on to beer pong.
Yes.
That's an Eagleton
always
classic.
classic.
A Musprat classic, because we're from Blackpool and we're a little bit rougher around the edges. We like to play Cards Against Humanity. You played that one. It's one that you shouldn't really play with your grandparents, but
no,
sometimes they pull out the best answers. Grandma Dorothy on Christmas pulled out some whopping answers on that game. There are games of choice.
You really do get to know your family at these times, don't
you?
you? For sure.
You really do.
You really do.
It's crazy. What's your family board game?
Oh, do you know? Well, my dad likes a good quiz. He likes to be the
yes.
quiz master, so he loves a bit of like the chase or pointless, you know, something hard and challenging.
Yeah, something that only he's probably going to win. See?
Football questions from like the 1970s is his strong choice.
It's funny, isn't it? Let us know in the comments, what is your favourite family board game? That would be a good one to start off the day. Okay, so like, share and comment for your chance to win this, but let's get on with this show.
Oh, yes.
Because it is jam-packed full for a magazine show.
I think so.
Have a little look at this, BT. Isn't it an absolute stunning collection? It's so pretty, and I love it when You get a magazine and the collection is just amazing. We've gone all out with this one. What's included in it is really, really quite incredible. If you are ready to subscribe to Crafting with Hunkydory, you will have already received this one, and it is so easy to do that if you are a member of our subscription, because you also get lots of other freebies included. So if you are because our magazines sell out probably since like November. They sell out so quickly. There's still people that are ringing up asking for the magazine we launched in January, and that was sold out in a week. They are going so fast. So if you want the best chance to get your magazines, then our magazine subscription is the best way to do that. It's just £47.96, which does sound like quite a lot. However, you are going to receive your magazine before anyone else does, because we send it to you to arrive on the day that, or the day before that it launches. And you're going to save 20% off the standard price as well. You're also going to get your 12 months diamond member. I think, before I get this wrong, you get 6 magazines included in your subscription, don't you? Yes, so you get half the year included for £47.59. You also, though, get your free Diamond Club membership. So as well as paying for your magazine subscription, you're kind of covering, if we think about it really, your Diamond membership is £19.99. So take that away from what you're paying here. You're basically paying £20 for your magazine subscription as well.
That's insane.
You're going to get 20% off the, is it 20 or is it 10? 10%, 20% when we've got our amazing offers on. You're going to get priority access to Diamond deals. You're going to get priority dispatch as well on all of your orders. It's such a good way of getting things first and being a part of Crafting with Hunkydory. It's really, really cool. So it's a pretty amazing way to do it. So let's have a look at what you are going to get in this issue. Because this should be £9.99. Now, if we look at what is on this stand here, we should probably be paying £9.99 just for that die. Because this card collection is a £19.99 card collection. Yeah. Then we've got our double-sided papers. We've also got our downloadable and printable inserts in here, as well as our absolutely incredible magazine. There are over 110 card making ideas within this magazine. We've got cards and projects made with Butterfly Botanica, Porcelain Portraits, Storybook Wood, Resist and Reveal. We've got the gorgeous Wildflowers and Shape Builder dies, decoupage books, and some really cool step-by-step projects for Easter as well. Absolutely everything is included in this collection. Now we are going to take a super in-depth look at this, but we want to get straight in with a demo. And before we do that, I just want to show you some of these incredible cards as well, because this collection is so beautiful. We've got your inserts included in here, which you can just print off from our hub section of the website. It's just a gorgeously delicate collection, isn't it? You've got a die included in this one, and look how fantastic it looks on these cards. They are stunning. Whether you're making really large cards or whether you're just making tiny sort of just to say cards, they are absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous orange colours, gorgeous peaches throughout here, and this is a little bit of a sneak peek of what is coming up as well. So Becca,
yeah,
straight onto you.
Straight onto me. Oh, how excited!
Straight into it this morning.
So we're going to go in with that beautiful card collection. The topper sheet I've chosen is the Let Your Heart Bloom with that gorgeous kind of bracket label effect. So we're going to kind of go straight in. So we've got our cardstock ready here. We've got this beautiful foiled one. Oh my goodness, just look at those leaves pop. Absolutely beautiful. And what I've done is I've done an 8x6 card. So I've got a mirror mat ready. That's one that I've chopped down from an 8x8. Just really enjoy kind of making that for the nice round measurements that you get with it. So we're going to do some matting and layering. So we're going to just make ourselves a mat and layer with the foiled cardstock. You'll notice there's only one border left on this cardstock, and that's because we're going to do a bit of fussy cutting.
Oh.
So that's very, very exciting. So I've got one done ahead of time, and then we'll do one during this demo. So let's mat and layer that together, and then we can pop that to one side for now. So I'm just going to grab some tape.
Lots of people joining us this morning. So good morning to you all. So many people are guessing the Win It Weekly question. Lots of people have also commented with their favourite games. We've got Cluedo.
Oh, Cluedo's a great one.
Great game there. Uno, you cannot beat a game of Uno, says Louise. It's very, very true.
That's a holiday classic because it's nice and light.
We've got a comment as well from AJ that says, deciding between Monopoly and Scrabble is like what came first, the chicken or the egg. Ooh. It's very true, isn't it? Susan says, my magazine arrived yesterday and it's the best I've ever had.
Oh,
the
wow.
die cuts beautifully. Oh, Susan, you've already been playing with your collection.
That's amazing.
Amanda says, I'm a subscriber and I don't have my magazine. You don't have it?
Hopefully the postman should be bringing that today.
I think so. I think if you've not got it yet, then it's coming today. So do not worry. Hopefully Royal Mail will be dropping that off super, super soon.
Yeah, that is a bit unusual, but it's nice to be amongst the first to get it, isn't it? It's just so exciting to see that nice big. I think one of the comments was like, I heard the thud on the doormat and I knew it was my magazine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the comments yesterday that we had from our subscribers that got it yesterday. So I'm just fussy cutting this border out. Really, really nice and simple. I'm actually not even using my craft knife. It's nice and big enough to sort of go around with my scissors. Just for a little bit of speed today. Just going around that really beautiful sort of like, does match the bracket label topper so well. You've got those like indentations there and those scallops. It's just going to go so, so well. So I'm just meandering kind of around here. And then like I say, the other one we've got done ahead of time. Obviously going nice and tight, but most beautiful gold foiling on here. It's so stunning. Again, just going to capture all of that detail just in and out with my scissors. Really, really nice to fussy cut this one.
It's a really good shape as well, isn't it, really?
Oh,
like
it's
it looks so
perfect.
detailed, but actually when you get into cutting it, it's really quite simple to do.
Yeah, all I'm kind of doing is just simply just sort of moving my wrist left and right. It's so, so easy. I'm not really like going super crazily fussily. Right, so we've got the other one that we've done ahead of time. And what I thought I might do is I might sort of put them in the middle of my card and then kind of cut round those. So I think I'm going to lay those just on top. I'm not going to put any mirror and then start.
That.
It looks nice, doesn't it? And have that as like a sort of swinging panel. So I'm actually not going to maybe use any mirror for this. I'm just going to go kind of straight in. My join I might deal with later. I might cover it up. I might just kind of leave it be because I think it is quite subtle.
Yeah, I don't think you can tell very much.
I don't think so. No, absolutely not. And because it's quite a symmetrical pattern. So when I cut these to 8 inches, I nearly did my signature trick of taking notches off for matting and layering, but we want those at the full 8 inches. Obviously we can always snip off any overhang if we need to. Or you could have probably gone straight in there and left any overhang. So let's pop those on the front of our card, sort of quite centrally. So I'm just going to move my card here and sort of get those to where I want them.
There's so much love for our magazine subscription. It makes me so happy that everyone absolutely loves when their magazine comes, and is, you know, it's such a great tool to have by your side, because even sometimes when we're in a rut, go into a magazine, it might not even be the most recent one. Sometimes I love to look back like 1 or 2 years.
Yes.
Have a little flick through and be inspired by something that I can recreate with a kit that I'm using currently.
I think so.
It's a really great thing to have in your stash. But it's great to hear so many people absolutely love the magazine and love the subscription service that they get from it.
I think it's just knowing that it's already taken care of, isn't it, Natalie? Like, you don't have to worry about a thing, you know. It's just so handy to just know that it's coming. It's on the way to you. It's just absolutely wonderful, isn't it? So let's pop those just sort of here.
A few people saying that they haven't yet received their Snippables collection. Snippables. I keep saying this.
Stickables.
Stickables collection. Please don't worry about that. It was the bits and pieces we were waiting for to be able to send out your Stickables to you were finished on the machines this morning at about 6:30 a.m. So they are now going to be packed today, and hopefully I think you should get all of that in the next couple of days.
Oh, definitely, I think so.
But yeah, it was finished this morning because we have a very exciting launch next week.
We certainly do.
And we have been waiting for the stuff off the machines, and it couldn't be done until all of the Stickables was run. So do not worry, that should be with you. And we do apologise that it has taken so long. We didn't expect it to be so popular.
We didn't. It had to be.
We did not expect it to be so popular. So hopefully, you'll get that in the next couple of days.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it was just an item that Dan really didn't want to get out of stock, was it? Even if that meant reprinting it and going back on the machines.
We were hoping that it would have been able to go on the machines sooner, but because we literally have so many brand new things coming up in the next week, the next 2 weeks, we just didn't have the space on the machines because we had to get that new stuff done. Otherwise it wasn't going to be ready for when the show launched. So we had to just squeeze it in when we could, but it's all done now. So it will be with you very soon.
Yeah, and it's going to be so exciting. Obviously, I believe Technique Tuesday was amazing as well.
Oh yes, it was so much fun. If you didn't watch the show on Tuesday, or you haven't caught back on that, we did a Techniques Tuesday on our Stickables, and we literally tried and tested every single thing that we could possibly think of, whether it was right or wrong.
Yeah,
we tried it.
Which
so
is
make
great.
Sure you watch that, because it was so good. There were so many things that we thought, no, this isn't going to work. And it really did.
It's crazy, isn't it? There's so many. Like, there must be absolutely tens and dozens of techniques that you can do with those Stickables. So if you are waiting for those, honestly, do catch up on. It's something that I want to catch up on myself, that Tuesday show, because it is definitely something that we are loving. Right, sorry guys, just wanted to get my fussy cutting all okay there. So let's give that a little burnish.
This is a really good way of using those borders.
I think so. They're just so
Very
pretty.
fun.
They're just absolutely crying out to be fussy cut. So let's pop our matte and layer on that we made earlier. So we'll pop that on now, and then we can get to the good stuff and play with those toppers, because they are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go in, just going to put that up to the score line there. And again, I'm just going to trim off that little bit of overhang that we've got on here. Okay, perfect. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to give that another nice good burnish with my score tool. And then let's go in with these beautiful toppers, shall we? So I'm going straight for this one. It's got the most wonderful sort of square bracket label shape on here, and that's just going to go centrally. Ooh, oh, I just love that.
That's really nice.
Just turning out so well, isn't it? And I think these are one of those things that you can sort of get away with a bit of more is more on here. So we're going to put our Let Your Heart Bloom here, and then I think we're going to go with these like large sort of button shaped circular toppers. Pop those sort of sneakily through there.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to put the Someone Special then so that you can see that a bit more, and then I'm going to pop that one there. Right, let's leave it be there. Let's pop these on and then see if we need any more. We can always come back. So we're going to get some foam pads on this. So sort of going in with our large square ones. We are going to keep all these frames. Again, it'll just hide that join of the border a little bit better for me. And as well, it's just absolutely beautiful. I can't bear to take that middle frame out, so we're going to keep it in. So I'm going to put my foam pad sort of just along those joins there, just to keep them really nice and tight together. And I'm just going to pop one more at the bottom on here. Not going too close to my edge, because obviously we don't want anything to be seen or stick my card together. So we're just going to pop those on here. Just kind of nice and centrally on there. About halfway down, and then we're going to use our topper and pop that just on here. So just going to sneak a little foam pad just in at the bottom here, just on this little corner. And then, like I said, I'm going to pop my other ones just onto that left hand side, sorry. So we're going to just pop that nice and centrally over there. And then, like I say, we're going to lift that flap and pop these on as well. Now I think I'm just going to use normal adhesive for those so that it doesn't sort of interfere with my card opening. So we're going to lay those on nice and flat.
And you still got a space if you wanted to write a message on the inside.
Oh, loads.
Or you could use one of the inserts and pop it on the outside.
Yep, absolutely, yep, 100%, yeah. You could definitely do that. Let's put the someone special on first because that one's going at the top.
Jill said, "Good morning, everyone. How's married life, Natalie? It's good. It's nice to know that he can't run away without having to go to court."
Just the security is real.
The security of that he can't go away without serious. Well, we already own a house together, so it would have taken a while anyway. But no, there's no chance he can run away anytime soon.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And
apart from that, it's absolutely exactly the same as it was before.
Amazing. So just going to pop that one on there. It does go quickly, doesn't it? I mean, you're 2 weeks in.
2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks yesterday.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it does go so quickly. Right, I think the only little thing that we need now on here is maybe just a couple of gemstones. And I really want to see if we've got, in our pearls collection, I really want to see if we've got those tropical twist ones. Because they're going to go beautifully. Yes. Here they are. I mean, just isn't that a match made in heaven right there?
Yeah. If you are not a subscriber already, and you haven't already got your magazine, or you're not waiting for it to be delivered yet, because it could come today, then if you buy this magazine today, pop these in your basket too, because they're going to work. It's just, that is dreaming.
Stunning, aren't they?
Perfect
I absolutely love those. Right, let's finish this card off. We put one more extra little sentiment on there, that best wishes. So our card is just going to sort of open like that beautiful sort of swing finish so that we can see all that gorgeous fancy label shape from our fussy cutting, and we've got those beautiful sort of like almost like quotation-esque sentiments on there.
Beautiful.
You've got that beautiful foiling on there
so
as well.
Good, so good. I realised that I hadn't actually shown the magazine when I went to Becca then, but it's okay because so many more people are joining us, which is good because you haven't missed out on anything. But just rewind and watch Becca's demo back. So this is it, magazine issue 70. So many free gifts. I'm not going to flick through all of it, but we can have a little look at what is coming up. Like we said, we've got quick cards for her. We've got pose and portraits. We've got some cards with our moonstone dies. We've got a new launch that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. We've got how to use those really fun concept cards that we did, that Home Sweet Home concept card kit. We've got Easter makes in here as well. But look at these cards that you are going to be able to take inspiration from straight away. All you're going to be able to make these with that kit that you are receiving with this collection, and extras if you wish to add them in as well. We've got so much in here though. We've got a lovely catch up with Anne-Marie. We've got Dan spilling the beans, and then I need to find it. Let's see it. You get to meet lovely Barbara.
Yay!
Barbara is on our design team and she is an absolute dream. She's in tomorrow. She's not worked in the office. She works from home now. But she's coming in tomorrow to help out with our crazy big launch. And we're so excited to have her in for the full day. But look at her and look at her beautiful pooch there at the bottom.
So cute.
Some of Barbara's makes are absolutely...
She's
They're
a
out of this
phenomenal
world,
crafter.
aren't they? They're incredible the way she thinks of things. We've got templates in the back of here as well, which I always think is so handy, especially if you're a visual learner. They help you out so much, which is absolutely awesome, isn't it? So that's your magazine. Make sure you get it so you can read it all through, see what's going on, and let's have a look at what you are getting for free. Starting off with this die. This die is absolutely phenomenal. You have those gorgeous details within here. There's smaller flowers, those gorgeous leaves, that foliage that sort of just wraps around the edge. Perfect for adding onto the edge of your cards, just to have it as a little bit of an embellishment, or maybe you want to create beautiful backgrounds with this. It is absolutely stunning. So that you're going to get for free with your magazine that you're paying £9.99 for. Then we move on to the gorgeous collection, starting with this beauty. Look at that big topper. I love toppers that have got absolutely incredible designs on them like this one. I hope your day is as lovely as you are. Friends are like flowers. They bring colour to your world. How nice is this?
Gorgeous.
It's so pretty. The floral colours in here, those really nice sort of peachy orange rustic tones are it's stunning. It's my favourite colour ever.
Oh, yes,
so
of course.
It just looks incredible in this, and look at the foiling you're going to get in here. There's so much texture throughout the background elements as well that we've got for you. Beautiful lace details sort of hidden all around it. This one focuses more on the greener elements in the collection, and it allows it to bring sort of like those yellows through that we've got in the flowers as well. Gives some more focus to those elements. Happy birthday to you in those gorgeous floral arrangements as well. So many sentiments for lots of different occasions. This one says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you, handmade just for you, and thank you as well. Then you've got this gorgeous lace detail on the top of your cardstock here. So in this collection, you are going to just receive one of everything, but it's just so gorgeous. If you're watching this now and you've got crafty friends that aren't getting this magazine, ring them up, say, hey, the magazine's out, issue 70 is here. You do not want to miss this one because it is beautiful. The accent foil in there, bringing in that gorgeous foliage detail, is just stunning. So many more sentiments on this one. We've got for someone special, let your heart bloom, best wishes with love, find beauty in the little things. I think that's what we all need to do a little bit more this year, don't we? Just take in all of the little things that are happening. Look at this. Look at that cardstock. This is the sheet that Becca just used. That foiling is phenomenal,
isn't it?
On there. A really gorgeous one here, which we could be creating stepper cards for, because you have that gorgeous center image. This one would also work really nicely on a gatefold as well, or maybe you can trim it down just to keep that shape but keep the detail within there. And then your final design in your set is this really nice pink sort of selection with all of this one's a little bit more vibrant in the colours that have been used, because you've got that really nice sort of like camellia pink sort of like red in here as well. So nice. Best wishes, I need to get my eyes tested. Sending lots of love today and always. Time to celebrate for someone very special. With love at springtime and best wishes. There's just border strips in there as well.
Ooh.
But this detail is so nice. So much room for fussy cutting and creating gorgeous arrangements. So that's your kit. That's coming free with your magazine, and these are coming free with your magazine as well. We have double-sided papers for you. 4 designs, 8 designs really, because you're going to get those double-sided images, but 4 designs, you get 1 of each. They feature these gorgeous sort of like balloons on one side in all the different coordinating colorways, and then we've selected those really nice sort of greens, the yellow, and that really nice orange, and put it together on the backgrounds with that lacy sort of detailing. So that is what you're going to get for $9.99 in your magazine. Then we are also going to give you the opportunity to download and print your own inserts that work with these. So you'll find that in the link in the magazine, but you'll be able to get it on the hub as well, and it will send you straight to a, is it a PDF, Emily? A PDF which you can download and print out your coordinating inserts, and we've used those in all of our cards that we've got on today. They're just so stunning, and they just really finish off your cards. So if you want to be able to use these as well, then you absolutely can do. Should we go to another demo?
I think so.
Let's throw another demo in there then.
Let's go for
what are you going to focus on this time?
The pattern papers.
Oh.
And we're going to bring in the die as well, I think. It's definitely time we showed that some love. So I've got a selection of the pattern papers. I've got these two here. We're going with the sort of softer finish on this one with that gorgeous sort of foliage, and then we're bringing in the big blousy blooms on this one, I think. So going in with a nice 8x8 card. Again, I am making some big cards today. You guys know that I love a 6x6 and a 7x5, but I think with this artwork, the bigger the better to show off those beautiful springtime blooms. So I've got a Miri mat ready. This is going to be a really nice simple make, really showing off those pattern papers. So we're just going to go in first of all with our Miri mat. Super easy. We're going to stick that straight onto our card blank. So I've got that taped up ready to go at 8x8, and then we are going to sneak in a little bit of Matastic because we have chosen our sort of like classic colours for this one.
So much love for your incredible card that you just made.
Oh,
Becca.
fabulous.
Everyone loves it.
It is one that you'll have to try out, guys, because it's not that fussy a card to make. Yeah, and like I say, you know, if you're not the most confident fussy cutter, that border is so easy to get with your scissors, honestly, guys. It's just going to be so perfect. I'm just cutting off my overhang. All my card blanks are a little bit too big today.
They've also commented to say she loves the smell of the magazine, so I'm just giving it a little sniff. I can see where you're getting that from. Do you know what? It doesn't smell as good as parchment.
Parchment's the best.
Parchment's there for the win. That's a very, very good smell.
Okay, and then we're going in next with our Matastic. Now I've selected the honey shade here. I didn't want to go for a green or anything too similar to our pattern paper, but obviously I really wanted to keep that colour palette really concise. And the designers have put together a collection of Matastic. I'm sure that's in part 3 of the show. But like I say, I've selected this beautiful honey colour to go in with our next mat and layer. So we're going to do 3 mats and layers actually. Like I saw Rachel do this with our watercolour garden, and it's not the same, but it's got like similar sort of hand painted flowers feel, and it just looks so good with like so many mats and layers. It makes it look really luxurious. So we are going to be a little bit bougie and have
lots and lots of layers.
Lots of layers. So let's cut that again. Let's go at
Anne's asked an insider question. She's asked, how many magazines do we print each issue?
Oh,
I'm not sure if I know that fully actually.
Let's go a bit smaller.
It is in the mid-thousands. I can say that. I also know that we've upped how many magazines that we're printing because Hobby Maker are troublesome, you know.
They love our magazine.
Oh my goodness, they sell so many magazines. It's launching today with Anne-Marie as well on there. So today is going to be busy for this magazine. So if you don't want to miss out, get it now.
It's a full day of Hobby Maker today, isn't it?
It is. She's crazy. She got up at 4:30 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I told her she was crazy. But I think the boys were at the football last night, so she couldn't, I think that's why, because she couldn't travel and stay over because Sophie would have been by herself, and she's just not old enough to look after herself yet, although she'd probably do a really good job. The house would be an absolute mess, but
she's such a cutie.
Got up so early to drive, and she was there at 8 o'clock this morning with our beautiful new topper collection. She has this show at, I want to say 1 o'clock. Let me double check. Oh no, she's back at 12, of course.
12.
Because we've got full day hours, haven't we? Hobby Maker on from 8 till 8 today, people. So at 12, she's going to be making some fantastic cards with this magazine. And then at 2 p.m, we've
Oh,
got a brand new launch.
oh yes, we do.
Because you need to tune in and watch it.
You absolutely
launch
do.
is going to go crazy. Crazy.
I think so. Okay, right, let's do these. So we've done some strips. I'm just actually going to check them before I start matting and layering that I've done them the kind of size that I want. Yeah, they should go really nicely on there. I can space those out beautifully. Okay, so they are 2 1/4 by 7 1/4. So that gives us a really nice mat and layer. So we're going to do some strips first of all. So we're going to do 2 with the pattern paper, and then we're going to do 1 on some Matastic as well. So being a little bit more frugal with this one because we're just getting 2 strips off of here. So I'm going to put those 2 on either side. Let me just take those notches off of there. So that's 7 and 2 notches for this one. And then pop those onto there. And then the other one, I'm going to use a gorgeous Magnolia Matastic. Again, this will be coming up in the next part of our show, hand-picked by the designers to go with your collection. So again, 7 and 2 notches on to that one. Okay, yeah, that looks so great there, like that. Okay, so just need to mat and layer these all together now. I'm going to pop this to one side because we're going to do a little bit more with that cream strip. So let's get our trusty tape back in.
We've got some more favourite games over on YouTube.
Oh, really?
I've never heard of this game before, though. Heidi said Ludo is her favourite, but listen to this one. Leanne says, my grandchildren love dominoes in triangular form.
Oh, wow.
Never seen that before. I'm going to Google that.
We do you know, we do love dominoes actually in our house.
It's a very classic game in our family, actually.
Yeah.
My granddad loves dominoes. He used to, when I was younger, he used to take me to the lakes very often because we had family up there we still have family up there that own a farm. And every night we'd play dominoes by the fire.
Oh, it's just so cozy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just so nice. So we're going to pop those 2 on there. Yeah, absolutely love a game of doms. Absolutely love. So we're going to put this one in the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our die. Now, this is our Floral Wonder die. It comes included with your magazine. I'm going to cut that out with some gold mirror. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Just very quickly. And I would say if you don't consider yourself a die cutter, but you've got loads of these little dies that we give away in the magazines, etc., it is kind of maybe worth, if there is any spare pennies in the crafting budget, getting a mini because they fit so well through here. And like I say, there's no point having all those dies. And I know it's not a problem because you get them for free anyway, and they've sort of paid for itself by the time you have. But just think about, you'll be able to use all those dies that you get free with your magazines.
We've got those gorgeous Moonstone minis that we just launched as well.
Absolutely.
Your wildflowers fit in here perfectly.
Yeah.
We also have an incredible new range coming up. I think it's launching in April.
Okay.
But all of those dies will fit through your mini machine. It's going to be a good one.
I think so. And I think, you know what, you might think, well, I'm not a die cutter. I don't think you need to be. If you just literally have a little machine like this, I've put it through a few times and that's cut absolutely wonderfully. Like I say, I have cut it a few times because it's quite detailed, etc. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sneak it out of the cardstock, out of our mirror, which is just so nice. I'm going to leave it in the die. I'm just going to literally just meander that apart there. It's still got a little bit of tape on, that's why. And then what you want to do is kind of weed it whilst it's still in the die. That'll get any of those like tricky bits out. So it's already sort of coming apart already. Just makes it so much easier to weed like when you're getting that out of there. And again, just keep going and then you can remove the tape, do a little bit more, etc. So definitely worth giving a try out to get some use out of those dies because there is no point them sitting in a box.
Nope, it's very true.
Okay, so I'm going to pop that in the release hole there and then just pop this little die out here. And obviously the pieces are already starting to come out. I'm going to be nice and careful with that fragile rose there in the centre. And then there's just a little bit more work to be done on here. So I'm just going to kind of just get my dye brush around there, around my hand, pop those little weeds out of there.
Lots of our international viewers as well mentioning quite a bit about wanting to have that subscription available to them. I'm positively sure that Dan was looking into that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's trying really hard to look into that and make it something that you can do, because there's so many of you that comment all the time saying they wish that they could get their magazine subscription. So hang fire.
How exciting. Exciting things are on the horizon. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of faux embossing with this and just layer it all over this sort of strip of Matastic. Just nice and easy. So I've got some that I've done ahead of time, and I'm just going to see how many. I know, it's going to be so nice, isn't it?
Jill says this dye would be awesome with the stickables, wouldn't it?
Yes, because
and there's some really gorgeous pastel colours that are going to work perfectly.
Definitely.
As well.
Definitely.
Oh, that's going to look so good though.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. Right, let's get a little bit of just sneaking in with our glue stick. I know they're coming. It can't be that far away. We're in March now. But you could use your stickables or your white craft glue if you prefer. So I'm just sort of delicately placing those along on there, just with a little bit of glue. Might just go a little bit further down on this one.
There's so many amazing things that you can buy to go along that have been designed to work with this collection as well, that we're going to show you after this demo. We've got stamps, we've got masks, we've got gorgeous edge-to-edge foil cardstock.
Oh gosh, do you know, I've forgotten about that.
Honestly.
Isn't it beautiful as well?
There's so much that you can buy to go alongside your magazine, so prepare yourself, people.
And as well, like, we never used to do this much with your magazine, and now we do so much that you almost don't need to use any of your regular stash.
No.
You can get all the products included in the show, everything to go with it, and then that's it. You are good to go, and it just extends your card making ability so much. You know, we almost give it as much love as if it's a full collection in its own right, not just like a little free gift. And obviously we always take the time to like ensure the quality and the design times there, just like we would with any of our kits, but especially having all these coordinating products now is so good. So I'm just going to pop those on there. I'm just going to leave those drying for just a moment, and I'm going to pop these strips on. I think we're going to go with some more foam pads for those.
That will look good. Give it a bit more dimension.
Yeah, just raise the height on those. So I'm just going to move my strip. Let's get all those little weeds out of the way.
Lots of chitter chatter about needing these stickables in Mirri colours.
We're not saying anything.
That's all. We've been briefed. We've signed non-disclosure agreements.
We have.
Our lips are sealed.
Sealed. We're saying nothing.
We're not allowed.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's just pop some foam pads onto here, and then we'll pop these strips on. And then we just need to finish our beautiful one. We're going to bring those toppers back in, so don't worry, guys. I think it's absolutely okay that we're giving them a little bit more love alongside our double-sided papers, because we definitely are going to be using them. You know, whenever I sort of do demos, I always kind of think like, how would I, like if I was at home, how would I use this? So let's pop that one. Yeah, I think that's perfectly even now. Oh, just going to, that last dye's just come off there. There we go. Let's give that a really nice good press. Get those nice and stuck down. And then again, we're just going to turn it round and trim off that overhang that we've got. There's quite a lot. So I would probably be saving this and repeat the technique on another strip. You definitely, I know they look a bit weird once they've cut off all that overhang, but it doesn't really matter once you lay it on another strip. It's absolutely fine. So I'm just going...
No, and the bits that you cut off as well, you can create this card again,
yeah,
with the other edges.
Exactly.
Which is a really cool thing to keep all those little bit. Also, keep all those little bits and pieces, because you might want to, you know, make a frame
Oh,
to go around
oh
your
yeah, it
card,
could just
then you
go.
could just add little elements here and there.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, let's actually do that. Let's sort of keep these. We'll pop these two on these corners here, shall we?
Just to bring in that design.
Yeah, just to sort of repeat that and just get that looking really, really nice. So again, just a few dabs of glue onto there, and then we'll put this one here, and then we'll pop that other one at the bottom. Yeah, because I really love the way that's looking, and we often say these things like, oh, don't get rid of your waste, don't get rid of what you know chopping off, but let's actually literally demo it and how you can use it. So just literally simple 2-minute job just on there. So again, we're going to mat and layer this one onto our gold strip of mirror, and then we're going to bring back in those toppers. Now, because I haven't used any cardstock, I could honestly mix and match any of those topper sheets. I mean, I think actually, even if you use the wrong cardstock, it'll still go so great together. The mix and match potential in this kit is fabulous. It's just such a clean, concise colour palette with this collection. So I'm going in with some more foam pad strips. Get that nice coverage on there.
I think adding all the different dimensions and layers and then having your mirror in there as well.
Oh, definitely.
And foam pads just gives it such a good look, because like you say, you're using sort of like just papers here.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you add them on and sort of lift up elements, it makes it look so gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And obviously even, I've obviously just turned that round to pop that in on the foam pads, but you know, you could have that at either orientation actually, to be fair. I'm going to stick to it as a 10-fold card, I think. And the top, in fact, I'm pretty sure I've already chosen the topper that I want to go with. I'm just going to stick that on a little bit straighter. Just meander that across there we go. Okay, and I already know which topper I want. I want this beautiful Hope Your Day is as lovely as you. Now I'm going to take out the middle frame so that I can see those layers that I've created behind. So I'm just going to just pop out my outer frame, lay that down on there, and then take out my central sentiment. So we're going to just pop that on there. Again, we're going to go in with some more foam pads, and then I think we are going to go with this one here, just to finish that off, and then I think we'll add a little pop of green just on there,
nice.
Just as like a little trio of toppers, just to finish that off.
It's like the perfect match as well with the papers,
isn't it just? Absolutely. So let's pop that on with some foam pads. I'm just seeing if we've got our contraband strips here.
Contraband.
They are, aren't they?
They're out of stock.
They are out of stock.
stock.
I can't believe I don't think I've ever known us run out of foam pads.
We have a massive delivery coming though.
We
like,
do.
It's huge, the amount of foam pads that are coming in.
I'm not surprised.
Is it next week?
I think so.
I think
yeah,
it's
they
next
are
week, isn't it?
super, super quick. They're not like, they don't have to like come abroad or anything crazy like that, do they?
We are waiting.
So,
Not very patiently, but we're waiting.
We've decided to set ourselves a little challenge and see if we can manage without these. And I think at my desk I'm fine cutting.
I think Dan was quite shocked though, wasn't he, when he said how long they were going to take to come in. And every single...
I don't think he realised they'd run out.
It was a Wednesday, so most of us were in. All of us just turned... No, I think it was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we all
recently.
Turned and looked at him, and he was like, why are you all looking at me like that? We were like, are you serious? We're not going to be able to use these foam pads. And he was like, oh...
They're out of stock.
It's not that long. We were like...
No, it is.
It is.
Do you know how many got, like, I mean,
So
oh my goodness.
Then we had to go around as a team and pile together all of our foam pad strips.
We did. We put them in a box,
In
and we've set ourselves a little challenge, haven't we? It's so much fun. Okay, let's go in with some smaller foam pads for this one. We'll just cut these strips down, I think. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that one there, just as it is on there, and then I'm going to use 2 to just lift that up really, really nicely off of my main topper, that little green one. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's use another one and let's give that a little bit more height and dimension. So I'm just going to pop 2 on there. That should sit really nicely and raised above that. Okay, again, we're going back to our trusty gemstones. I think I'm going to bring in this cream colour, I think. Yeah, let's do that.
Yellowy.
Yeah, it's like a gorgeous yellowy creamy colour. It'll pick up my Matastic absolutely perfectly. So we're going to put 3 down here.
They are.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they are, aren't they?
The ones and the normal ones.
Yes.
A really good deal as well, isn't it? £12.99.
Oh my goodness, you
99.
need them.
And it's like 120 on a sheet because I thought it was 72 and I'm wrong. 120. You're going to get 9 packs for £12. So good.
Oh, I'm really happy with how that's
Ooh.
come out.
I love how the shimmer and shine from that dye just like lifts as you turn it.
So good, isn't it? I'm so glad I used those
Really
little
nice.
corners as well. Just really brings it together.
Nice. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's have a look at all of those extra bits and pieces, shall we? Starting with our Floral Wonder Matastic selection. We have for you here 8 gorgeous colourways. We've got, I think this one is our Petal Pink. We have our Apricot Burst, our Magnolia, Warm Oak, Petal, Pink Petal, something about petals. Oh,
that's Willow Tree.
Willow Tree, there we go. Kiwi Crush and Honey.
Yeah.
There we go, we did it all. 8 colours. You're going to get 3 of each though, that's just 1 of each colour. So you're going to get this whole 24 sheet pack for just £9.99. If you're a Diamond member though, look at that. £8.99. So if you are part of our magazine subscription, you get that Diamond membership for free. You're going to be buying this coordinating Matastic for just £8.99. Then we have for you our foiled Matastic. Now, get your sunglasses on, people, because this is, when we say all over edge to edge foiling, I've never seen like designs that are so edge to edge as this.
Oh, love that one.
Look at this. It looks like it. Do you know when you go to like stately homes or theatres, and they've got that like painted gold leaf design on the roofs? This is that. It's amazing. So again, you're going to get 8. You've got 16 sheets in here, and there's 4 different colorways, and you're going to get that. Am I making that up? Is that right? 8 different colors. No, there's not. There's 4. I'm sure there's 4 colors.
Oh, I'm sure I brought the packaging
there's 4
in
colours
here.
because I remember. Maybe not. No, I'm lying. It was another one that I was collating another one the other day. It's 8 colours.
2 sheets of each.
You get 2 sheets of each. Look at this. Look at this lace detail.
Ooh.
How much of a perfect match are these with that collection? This flourish detail. It's absolutely gorgeous. We've got your little ditzy flowers in here as well. These match up beautifully with this collection. So you're going to get 16 sheets in total, 8 different colours in a variety of foiled designs for just £9.99 or £8.99 if you're in the club. That is an absolute match made in heaven. I don't think that's going to be around very, very long, because I think between you guys here and the Hobby Maker launch today, that is going to be a sellout.
Oh, for sure.
Then we have for you our For the Love of Masks. Now this is a gorgeous design. I actually just want to take this out of the packaging so you can see this, because the backing has got a little bit of detail on and it's a little bit harder to see. So I'll pop it onto my Matastic. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Do you know what you could be using this for? You could be using this to paint your own tiles.
Oh yeah.
That gorgeous Moroccan style tile design. This is what you need. It's beautiful though. It tiles perfectly and creates gorgeous, stunning backgrounds for your cards. This is just £4.50 and is just divine. I absolutely love the design of that one. And then we have for you a gorgeous stamper tag. Now we've taken that lovely floral image from the toppers, that really nice lace detail as well, and we've popped it into one of our stamper tags. You've got 3 sentiments on here for you, sending hugs and thank you, and that beautiful lone floral there that you could use as a background design as well. If you want to get your hands on this, it's just £8 in total. So that is absolutely everything you're going to get that you can add on to your magazine. But the magazine in itself is absolutely phenomenal. Everything you're getting is just huge. You've got those topper sets, you've got that die, you've got those double-sided papers. You're getting all of this for £9.99, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you're a diamond member, you've paid that £19.99, then you can get this for just £8.99. So all of that for the price, and over 110 fabulous inspirational makes that you can be using time and time again. It's incredible. Now, if you aren't a subscriber, we always say it's the best way to do it. Our magazine subscription is just £47.95. You get 6 issues for that, so it brings the cost of your magazine down as well. And you're also going to get free diamond membership included in that. It's such a great way to do it. It means you don't miss out, and it gets sent to you for either before or on the day of the magazine launches, which is super exciting. It's incredible what you get within here as well. So you're going to get your magazine, which is jam-packed full. There's also, are we allowed to do this?
Yeah.
There's also a cheeky little what's to come on the back, as always, but really fun makes in here of things that we have launched recently, things that we have got coming up, some fantastic makes in here. We've got shaped card blanks in here as well, fantastic Easter feature that Becca did, so make sure you don't miss out on that. You're going to get your die included as well, and then let's flick through these toppers one more time.
This is just
beautiful.
The bargain of the century, isn't it?
£9.99
for all this.
£9.99, and your gifts are worth so much more than that. I mean, this topper collection alone is. What are we? I always don't want to. I always don't want to hype it up a little bit too much, but it's well over £9.99 for this collection.
Oh, for sure.
It's matastic as well, so if you want to ink onto here, you absolutely can do. You'll be adding your gilding flakes to add that sort of extra gold touch onto here. It's just divine. The colourways are beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen a collection which is more perfect for this time of year. I think it's great for Mother's Day cards. Mother's Day's coming up. I think it's perfect for just to say cards. Wedding cards as well would be gorgeous in this. Anniversary cards. Even new baby cards.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
This would work perfectly if there's a new arrival on the block.
Especially a spring arrival.
Yeah, it's just stunning. You've got that, and you're going to get your double-sided papers. 4 designs.
These are
beautiful
so lovely.
blooms, and then those really nice patterns on there as well. And you also get the chance to download the inserts, which are on the hub, and you can download to go with this collection too. All of that for just £9.99. There is no better deal than our Hunkydory magazines, and this one is an absolute corker. We've got time for one more demo before we leave you for the day. So Becca, what are you doing?
We're going to do a little bit of stamping, bit of masking.
Exciting.
I'm so excited. I've got my blending tool ready to go, so let's get started. I've got a bit of craft card actually.
Okay.
Because I just thought, you know, this collection, it's given us all those gorgeous sort of rustic vintage charm that it's got going on in this collection. So I'm starting off with my warm honey on that mask, and then I'm going to go in a little bit deeper. So all you have to do with this mask is get your cardstock to either 6x6 or any size you want.
Well, you can tile it, so you could do this again and then move it around and do it on a bigger piece if you wanted to make an 8x8.
And I think if you've never tried tiling before, this is such a great design because you have got that tight symmetrical tile shape.
Everything's together, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So I'm going in with warm honey first, and like I say, I think we might just sort of deepen that out. We've got some peachy here, I've got some tangerine and mustard shades as well to just marry up with the kit really nicely, and then we're going to be moving on to that stamper tag as well. There's loads of craft projects in the mag as well, so I thought this would be the perfect time to re-show off all our beautiful craft card that we've we've just brought out. It feels obviously like forever ago once we start working on the current launches, but you know, it's not that it's fairly recent, so just going to ink all that up. Really, really easy. Just get your low tack tape and away you go. Your blending tool will do that hard work. Get your muscles in gear, swirling that ink around. And again, we'll go in a little bit deeper for the corners on here. So I'm just picking up all those gorgeous swirls, that kind of damask filigree detail that you get on this. Super, super gorgeous mask, this one. It's so nice.
So much love for that foil cardstock. It is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it is just, it really is absolutely beautiful. Going in on that bottom left corner now. And then I'm just sort of squeezing my blending tool out for a bit more coverage on some areas that needs it. Obviously it's quite a similar kind of colour to my craft paper. It's got that really nice rustic tone, so I'm just going to make sure, I'm just going to get my head in and just check that I've inked all of those spaces before we move on. Okay, so let's go in with something a bit sort of stronger colour wise. And I think
this is going to look really nice though, because it's just going to give it a subtle sort of hint of that colour.
I think so.
Rather than sort of like really making it quite deep and obvious, because you've used craft card and then similar tones of colour.
I think so,
it's
yeah.
going to give it a really good look.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. It is one of those masks that just doesn't need too much work with it. You know, that's the great thing about it, is you can just keep it really simple. Obviously Emily said it'd look great in white embossing powder on this cardstock.
That would look phenomenal.
Yeah, just so much fun to get your masks out. So I'm just sort of edging round those, gonna give that a bit of a brush. Gone in with mustard now for something a little bit stronger. And we're just going to brush that very, very gently over the central part. So I'm going to take that off and see how we've done. Obviously, the great thing is with your mask is that you can just line it up and go in again. So I'm just going to really gently lift that up and see how it is. And it's almost like the beautiful kind of like big reveal, isn't it?
It looks good. It looks so good.
I'm quite happy with that, actually.
Lots of nice tones of colour as well, which gives it a really nice rustic feel.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really, really, really happy with that. I'm just gonna dab a couple of these little inky bits here with the side of a hand, or you can use obviously like a bit of kitchen roll or something. Okay, let's move on and let's get that stamper tag out, shall we? Because that is so much fun. So I'm gonna just move my mat out of the way and go back to the big one. I'm gonna get my stamp and my stamping press. And again, the great thing with our crazy craft launch is that we launch so many little coordinating bits and pieces. Though I think this has been out for a while. It's our essential craft tag pad, which just marries up with your stamper tag collection so perfectly. And we've got so many of these to choose from now. We've got Inkme, we've got watercolour, we've got parchment, Miri. So this collection is just so great. I'm just going to move my magnets out of the way because I actually think it's probably a bit too tight for those there. Gorgeous. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of low tack tape just on these corners. Let's get some fresh tape. And then just sneak that into there on that edge. And then down the side as well. Okay. Perfect. So I'll get the front of my stamp.
It's just such a pretty collection, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
So
nice. Going in with our VersaFine. Just a nice good coat on there.
Lots of people mentioning about why they can't get it to America and things like that. I did mention earlier on, Dan is looking into this. He's very, it's something that he really wants to try and get done by this year, is to offer our magazine subscriptions to people overseas. So hang fire, because he is definitely having a look to see what he can do about that.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be so exciting. Obviously here in the UK, I feel like we do say this every time, but it's obviously done through our sort of like national post service, the Royal Mail.
Yeah.
So it's in conjunction with them. So it is something that we're really excited to hopefully kind kind of look into doing that for our overseas members. Okay.
It looks so good stamped on that
Really coming to life, isn't it, on that craft card? I'm just going to go in with one more little coat of VersaFine to pick up some of those finer touches. We're going to do a little bit of colouring and then we can skip ahead. I know we've just been so excited with this launch, and as usual, I've run over on my demos because I don't know, I kind of love to experiment in here.
There's just so many good things about this magazine.
Okay, awesome. So let's get colouring that. And I've picked out pretty much the colour palette of the kit.
Okay.
So I've got some peaches, I've got some kind of burnt oranges, a little bit of obviously green for my leaf. I've got all my watercolour pens here if we need any more. But we're just going to kind of get going. I'll just do a couple just to show you how well it does colour on here. So I can just leave it on the press if I want to, or I can transfer it over to my mat. And I'm just going to start with maybe these sort of gorgeous sort of closed sort of tulip buds here, and then you get some, I love the mixture of like closed and opening flowers. You get some in bud, some in bloom.
If you haven't tried colouring on craft card before, it's such a beautiful experience. It gives you the most gorgeous coverage. We always recommend using our watercolour pencils because the pigment sits on top of the cardstock instead of like seeping in like it would do with your inks or your pens. I mean, it looks stunning using your sort of like your craft markers, those alcohol-based markers, or of course using your watercolour pens as well. It gives it such a different look, but if you want something to look really striking off the page, then this is the way to do it. Yeah,
definitely, and especially with your sort of, you know, you can bring out your white watercolour pencil as well, which obviously you can't really use on craft card. Let's go in maybe a bit more subtle with that orange. Just leave that one be, and then we'll just go in with this gentle one here, and then we can add that one to shade that gorgeous bright orange on there. But yeah, we've got all those gorgeous peaches, you know, paler colours that just would not show up, like you say, just would not be as strong on your craft card, and it is just so wonderful to just see them really, really pop on here. So I'm just sort of going in, just delicately sort of shading the edges of those tulips. Absolutely beautiful. And then we'll just do a little bit more as well on here. We've got that yellow coming in there.
Yep, don't worry, no matter where you are in the world, if you are international, so anywhere outside the UK, he's looking at all of our amazing customers, because we know we've got customers in Europe, we've got customers in Australia, we've got customers in the US as well. So he is looking into that. If you are a US customer, I'm not sure how long it takes to get there, but we do have a supplier that buys a lot of our products based in Canada. He's called, I think the company is called Ecstasy Crafts. But he gets a lot of our Hunkydory products, so that might be a way in which you could get maybe some of our collections or our magazines, because he does buy our magazines as well. So that's another way you can do it. I think we have suppliers in Australia, but I'm not sure if they buy our magazines, but I do know that Ecstasy Crafts, they definitely buy our magazines and lots of our collections there. They're going to be at a craft expo soon, and they have practically ordered every single launch that we have done this year. So if that's something that you do, if you travel for sort of like craft exhibitions, then there's a big one coming up in America. I can't remember the name of it.
Right.
Adam's told me a few times this week, but definitely have a look at that.
Right, I've just coloured a mixture of those just so that you get the different tones. But are we ready for we're ready for the one that we've done ahead of time?
This is the one I did a little bit earlier.
This is one I did a little bit of, like, not even that much earlier, guys, as well. I was putting my pens down. So we've got that beautiful kind of mixture. We've got peaches, we've got reds, we've done our daffodils. So pretty much the only thing we need to finish on this is our vase and our leaves. So we'll get that sorted out right away. So we're going to start with our leaves, not in that orange, we're not. We're going to go in with our gorgeous sort of leafy green colour. And I'm really just colouring this really nice and just kind of just going for it really. Just all over coverage really, and just laying it on top of that beautiful craft card. So fun. It wasn't something that I turned to, like, don't get me wrong, I did appreciate it and I did love it, but then when we launched the Crazy Craft and, you know, really got to spend some time with it, I'm just absolutely converted. I love it. So I'm just going to get a deeper shade of green. I'm going to get a sort of grey colour for my vase, so to keep that nice and neutral. So let's have a little look. Let's get that nice sort of olivey green there that we have as well, and we'll get some greys. Might bring in that white as well, just to show you guys again how good white pops on craft card. So I'm just going in with a little bit of a deeper shade on these leaves. Nothing crazy, just naturally sort of curving it round to give that a little bit of dimension and a bit more of a natural finish. And then I'm just going to pop in, I mean, just how good does that white look? It's so gorgeous. And then we'll just pop that grey on top of there.
It looks so good. It's just bringing it off that page, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure,
it's also
definitely.
It's kind of like making the flowers sort of like three-dimensional.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it just makes them look just so much more realistic. Going back in with that mid-grey, and then just a little bit of shading next to this white here. Because obviously we want to give the impression that that jug is absolutely full of those beautiful spring blooms. And then just sort of lightly shade over these lace details here, just going around those scalloped edges, just to sort of lift those off a little bit.
The finish is so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Just really gentle, not pressing too hard on these lace bits, but just giving it that extra bit of texture onto there, and then we can mount that onto our card. Okay, perfect. Right, let's get some foam pads on there. Awesome. So I'm just going to cut those in half and just cover my whole entire tag with those. And obviously you could use that as an actual gift tag itself,
yeah,
or you can use it as a topper like what I'm doing. But yeah, just so great. These are because of the daffodils and tulips. Obviously, if you coloured them maybe on some Ink Me with some really nice bright spring colours, they'd be perfect to just pop on an Easter egg.
Yes, they would look beautiful, wouldn't it? Or like a little Easter gift.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making cards with this collection for Easter, and having that tag that you can then make cards with and gift tags with, all that coordinate together so beautifully. It is going to be wonderful.
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
You could even use this to make that really cute basket that Kat makes.
Oh yes, oh I love that idea.
With our tag dies.
So we can either put that centrally or we can align that to the left. I'm probably going to pop that
centrally, looks
centrally,
because
really then you've got those beautiful corners around there as well. So let's pop that onto a card blank. Oh, I buried my tape, sorry guys. Right, here we go.
If you're still watching and you didn't hear the Win It Weekly question at the very beginning of the show, we are asking you, what famous board game was invented on the 7th of March 1933? A, Scrabble, B, chess, or C, Monopoly. 5 lucky winners are going to be announced tomorrow, and you are going to win our absolutely fantastic Woodland Story Birthday Surprise Luxury Topper Collection. So make sure you get your answers in to be in with a chance of winning that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, tomorrow. It's the giveaway tomorrow, isn't it? Amazing. So I'm just going to pop that onto some cream Matte-tastic just to give that a little bit of a matte and layer. I think the white was just going to be a little bit too harsh. You could use black stamping card, would look so great as a matte and layer with the VersaFine. We're going to pop that into our card blank, and then all we need to finish is a sentiment, and you have got 3. which is just incredible, and I absolutely love the style that we popped with those. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and then that's so lovely. I really, really like that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring back in some of my cream Matastic again, just to really bring this card together. And we've got thank you, sending hugs, and for you. So I'm going to go with the sending hugs. And I love that it's like a silhouette stamp as well, so you don't need to colour that one. So I'm going to grab a block. And again, I think I'm going to go back in with my mustard prism ink on there.
Just tying all of those colours together.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously stamping straight onto the Matastic as well to just bring that cream matte and layer in. And then just going in with a nice, good sort of press on that prism ink. And then I'm really, really happy with that. Really so cute. And then I'll probably just pop that out. You can like sort of fussy cut that, or you can obviously like just trim it out with your trimmer and have it as a square. So just pop that on there.
It's such a nice shape as well, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely.
Really nice designs in here. I love these. I really, really like the shapes of these, and I like the fact that, like you say, they are sort of like full coverage stamps, so you just have that wording sort of shining through. Yeah,
that's it. Your wording's like the bit that's not inked, as it were. It's sort of like the reverse.
This looks so good now.
Yeah, it's just really brought together. Just something really, really quick just to finish the show. But yeah, it just looks really good there, just on there. So I'm just going to, again, just pop some foam pads on there, just to lift it to the same level as my tag. So I'm just popping a little one on there. And then a little bit of tape on the other side, because that's going to obviously sit on top of the tag. So I'm just going in with a bit of sort of skinny double-sided tape here on the other end. Sometimes I just kind of leave it, but with this one I do want it to have a nice firm hold. Let's get that tiny little bit of backing off, there we go. And then pop that onto there as well. So just going to move it until it's sort of past my flowers so that I'm not hiding any of that colouring. And then so again, nice. It's just so cute, isn't it? Yeah. And you know, I'm not the world's finest colouring, but the watercolour pencils on craft card, it's so forgiving and so easy.
So beautifully, it looks phenomenal. 3 absolutely fantastic demos today, really showcasing this gorgeous collection. Make sure you do not miss this magazine. Issue 70, it's crazy, is available right now from us. You can grab it on the website. It's £9.99, £8.99 if you're a Diamond member. We've got all of those upsells as well, so head over to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. There's a big banner at the top that says Crafting with Hunkydory. Click down and it will show you everything we have to go with this collection. It's been such a fun show today, but we are very, very busy in the office, and I can see Adam pacing past the door.
He's waiting.
Which means he's waiting to speak to one of us. So we're going to go because we've got lots more colouring to do today. And we will see you all back here tomorrow. It's Kelly's back tomorrow. It's Kelly and Rach with the beautiful Butterfly Botanica collection. Make sure though you're tuned into Hobby Maker. It's on all day today from 8 till 8. Anne-Marie is there at 12 and at 2 with our beautiful magazine again, and a brand new launch that you will not want to miss because it's absolutely awesome. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us.